Well, there are many pros to actually using this method of classification or this method of organization in your library. So first of all, books are grouped according to class, and that pro is linked to the collection being browsable as well as allowing for open stacks. So whereas John talked to you about a fixed collection and having librarians actually have to retrieve the information in that sort of collection, relative location allows patrons to actually wander into the shelves and choose what they would like off of the shelves, which is a huge plus. Also, relative location simplifies collection development or collection evaluation, and that's because I can just go to this area in natural sciences and evaluate what books I have on natural sciences without having to wander all over the library and pull books from different places in the library itself. Also, librarians and patrons can more easily memorize the layout. So my students who are huge sports fans always know that books on sports are located in the 796s, which are of course near art, near music. They'll always remember that. Cons to this particular system are that it requires more space than a fixed collection. You always have to allot for growth of your collection, so you have to use extra space at the end of the shelves to allow for that particular growth. And that, of course, ends up costing you more money because you need more space than you would need in a fixed collection. There's also the increased likelihood that you will lose materials and not necessarily know that you've lost them. So if someone steals a book, there's no fixed spot that tells you, oh, this book is missing. You would have to go ahead and do a collection evaluation to determine what materials have been lost or stolen. Also, especially in a new library, it's often the case that the books have to be moved quite often to allow for growth. So this library, which is only 7 years old, has been moved multiple times to allow for growth and to allow for the addition of multiple shelves. So I hope you've enjoyed my presentation on relative location, and I'm going to pass it over to Emma so she can talk to you about the application of fixed location and relative location.